So now the good news is I can really start getting onto the backside here. I'm just going to pull very nice and easy. Very nice and easy. Again, make your hands lots. Use a shirt or a rag you don't care about, because it's going to smell. Okay, so now I'm just going to try to ease away from that gut. Kind of get sorted where I am. If you go open them up, do half this side, then what I find is as you roll them, you're rolling into the grease. When you do all the legs first, that has I can't remember what the problem was I found with that, but there's always going to be something, you know. It's always going to be something, right? There's always going to be a downside, so to speak. Now, there's the casters, so get all the casters and everything. Just poke your finger between that comes out of them too. So just so you know, so find out where the pelt is, and then this membrane between the casters and the pelt, try to get that. Yeah, there we go. So there's the butthole. There we go. So now that's off. Because that there is where you can see a little bit of the caster gland kind of ruptured there a bit. But keep those because they're 127 bucks a pound right now. The fur prices did go up a little bit. Not enough, but they did go up. So you can see now I'm on the back side of them. I'll flip them. But now I'm committed, right? So he's on the back side. I'm just going to go like that. Nice and gentle. Very nice and gentle. Because now I'm doing the far side. So I'm going to get the pelt. As I move it that way, I don't want to move it back this way anymore. Again, no guts coming out so far. So I'm going to pull on that. The bigger the beaver gets, the harder this becomes. But I just let my pelt come out this way. Again, anywhere you can use your fingers, use your fingers. The front legs are harder than the rear legs, but you'll get them. You'll get them. Because it's like with the front legs, it's just to tell where you are, right? You just can't tell where you are. See, there's the chest bone right there. You find it really, really tough right here, especially on the bigger guys. It kind of hangs on a bit there. Just nice and try not to cut the pelt, whatever you do, and definitely try not to open up. Just nice touch. Light touch on that membrane. And then just be careful right around here, because there's some veins right on the outside of the leg that really easily gush, we'll just say. So you can see, like, when you do this, it's not really that bloody when you do it the right way. Your first beaver is probably going to be just a splatter of everything and whatever. Now, if you get an excessive amount of blood on your beaver, it's not the end of the world, but you will be docked for it. There isn't too many ways to really take out blood stains. The only thing I could say is if you can, just try to deal with it, clean it off as soon as you can. So, you know, it just is what it is, right? It just is what it is. So, for a little guy like this, I know, again, I'm doing this more to just show you how to do it. And with the little guys, like the bigger guys, I like a big guy, the bigger they are, the harder you're going to be pulling on them, right? But with these little guys, you can't pull on them too hard, because you, like I say, you will pull things off that you don't want to pull off. One more time, so you can see all like the grease and everything on the table here. So now we're at the head, the pelt's over the table. So here I can kind of put a little bit of tension on there, right? Get to the shoulder blades. Once you're at the shoulder blades I find is what hangs up the beaver hide pelt. I don't know why, but it's kind of like they have a joint here, and then it goes over to a weird joint here, and then they got the actual elbow and all that weird stuff there. But we're on the home stretch there now, so So just to get the top of that. Again, you'll see these two blue veins. If you can avoid them till the very last, it'll save you a lot of trouble. But if you can get your hands in there, again, you can like I say, the front shoulders are the hardest because of the way the elbow is, the way the leg is. So again, try to tear in there, but try not to tear that vein if you can help it. Again, it's hard to see what's where. It's all blubbery at this point. But there, see, I kind of ruptured the vein a little bit. No, not too bad. Not too bad. But if you see a lot of blood coming out, just be ready on the rag. And the other thing, too, is the pelt tends to pull the beaver off the table. So, oh, see, I got a little bit of blood right there. So, keep that over there. What I'm going to do... get that off. And get that there like that. So I'm just going to keep going on the back of the head a bit. So my pelt's like about an inch, you know, like the pelt's here, the knife's way away from the pelt. So I want to see if I can get in to that front leg. And that front leg is always hard to find. Even on the fur side, it's hard to find. It's their front leg is the tricky one. So, but you can get it. Just got to keep. I use my fingers. They just do kind of like something like that, and I find that works pretty good. Guy's taking me longer than I thought he would take, but plus I'm talking while I'm doing this. So there we go. Okay, see, I'm at the elbow now, so I'm through. So now the leg goes down this way. So you can see what I mean? Like it goes like a Z. One here, one back here, and one here, and that's what messes everybody up. But now, just a little bit more. There we go. Front leg is through. Didn't touch the vein. Nice. So again, it takes a little while, and then if you pull the shoulder right out of them. Don't worry about it. Again, just keep. It makes life a little bit trickier, but because I think I just did that. But again, just use your thumbs to get in between those joints, and just kind of follow them down the best you can. And once you get through, like I say, once you get through, it's not so bad. But there we go. Oh no, he's still jointed. Oop, I heard something cracking there. So the bigger ones you can pull a little bit harder on, but these little guys you gotta be careful. Just get around there. Okay, almost. We're so close, guys. Oop. Yeah, it's like, the question becomes, will the leg come out before the joint lets go? And if you have to use a knife, you can. Just watch your fingers, especially when your hands are really cold. And 2 for 2. Here we go. There, see, so I didn't hit. So that vein is right here. Now we're into the head. The head is Vein City, and it's really weird to figure out where the ears are. Once you get past the ears, you're pretty much done, and everything like that. But you can see, like with the head, it's kind of just a beguggle. Beguggle's a new word. Again, if you can get away with just using, again, don't worry about how much fat and meat you leave on it. That's fine. Yeah, because there's going to be all kinds of stuff to the main hold is kind of like just before the ears, and that's what messes everybody up. Is they're like, they don't know if they're in the pelt because the ears kind of pull everything back. Right, so they get kind of scared at this point, but there we go. Again, you learn by doing. And yeah, there. So I'm through an ear. Once you're through the ear, then it's a lot easier. Here you have to do more cutting than pulling. It just is what it is. My paw's coming back. And see if I can, there we go. See if I can finish the video before he gets here. He's probably going to ask me how long it took me. And I'll say, well, I've been at it for 10 minutes. I know the video will say other, but it'll say, 10 minutes? I could have done it in 3. Oh, you went the other way. Okay. Everybody else could always do it faster than you. Just so you know, that's the name of the game. I skinned a beaver in 45 seconds. I could do it in 43. Taking you so long. I've always took my time with it because, I mean, you're putting a lot of effort into this. You will get faster as you go. I find the bigger ones are quicker because you can pull on them a lot more, and you're not worried about pulling things apart as much. But you can see all the blood on the table here. That's on the table and not on my pelt. So right here, again, you can pull, keep them taut. I'm on the cheek. The cheek's very kind of gooey and bloody, so try not to mess up the not the eye. The same thing, it's like the ear. There's like a bit of a membrane and whatever. So you can cut into the cheek and there, past one eye, past the other eye. Yeah. A couple of years ago, my first beaver was 74 pounds of the season. And it was the first beaver I had skinned since I was a kid. It took me like 6 hours to do the job. Not to just skin it, but like to do everything. But I have a different method now. Like tonight, yeah. The other thing too is watch out for beaver's revenge. Before you know it, you're like, why is my clothes all full of blood and why do I smell like stinky dead beavers? From this point on in the season,